Hey everyone, Effie here. Today I'm going to make this new blended card using our Peony Crush background stamp. So I'm starting off by prepping an A2 size card panel. This is just regular cardstock with some anti-static powder tool because I'm going to be doing some embossing. After I inked up my stamp with some embossing ink, I just applied my card panel and then I used my Speedball Baren tool to get a much crisper impression. And then I spooned on some rose gold embossing powder and then I used my heat tool to melt all that embossing powder. Then I used a variety of our dye and hybrid ink pads to blend on some diverse and bright colors onto my card panel. I'm using a mini ink blending tool for my blending today, and as you can see, after I ink up my foam on my blending tool, I blend off on my craft mat before I go onto my card panel, and this is so that I get a better blend. If you go from your ink pad straight to your card panel, you may end up with some harsh edges from your foam. So it's always best to blend off on a craft mat or some scrap paper before you go onto your card panel. I chose to blend more jewel tones onto my peonies today. For example, the peony in the middle is a mixture of pink, orange, and yellow. And then I have another peony that's a nice blend of yellow and orange. And then I have other peonies that are a really great blend of purple and blue. And I've listed all of the inks that I've used in this video, but I will also list it in the description box on our YouTube channel. Once I was satisfied with all of my blending, I just took the largest die from our double stitched rectangle dies, the large set, and I die cut my blended panel to add stitching to the edges. Next, I took this fabulous sentiment from our Sunnies stamp set and I stamped it onto some navy cardstock using our Hampton white pigment ink. And then I trimmed that panel into a sentiment strip. Next, I created my own rose gold foil strip that's going to go behind my sentiment strip, and I created this using our burnished rose gold foil tape. I kept trimming that metallic strip so that only about 1/8 of an inch showed behind the navy sentiment strip. Next, I adhered the navy sentiment panel onto the metallic panel using glue dots, and then I adhered that whole thing onto my blended panel with some regular Tombow adhesive. Then I trimmed off the excess with my cutter bee scissors. Then I adhered our blended panel onto a side folding A2 size card base. Then lastly, I'm going to embellish my card with our clear rhinestones that we have in our shop in our 3, 4, and 5 millimeter sizes. These rhinestones don't have that metallic background, so they take on whatever color you adhere them to. So they're similar to our dewdrops in that way. But the only difference is that the rhinestones are actually rhinestones, so they're faceted, as opposed to the dome-shaped dewdrops. So that's it for me today. I hope you guys enjoyed today's card and video. I'll see you next time, guys. Bye!